everybody, and welcome to the Weekend Big Show College Football Wrap-Up Edition on a Saturday night in August. Man, you could not script it better for me and the ruler of the airwaves, Jeremy Schroeder, to be taking to the air and talking college football. Jeremy, it's back.
Finally.
It's back.
Finally, we got to watch that atrocious first half of football today, and
we've had football since 11 a.m. today.
I know. I love the soggy soccer pitch in Ireland. And they don't know what to do with the fireworks, so they just shot them all off at once, and no one could see. And, oh my gosh, let's not do this anymore.
There's got to be some new nickname for Irish fireworks show after all that. You know,
they don't know what they're doing over
so when some small town does their big display out the football field, there'll be and they all go off at once. They'll be, we win Irish on them.
See, that's why they should forgo the game in Ireland and play it in Sweden.
Yeah,
because if you ever noted any Swedes, they love stuff that goes bang.
They do,
and they know what they're doing.
It is the Weekend Big Show College Football Edition, and it is Week 0 action on tap tonight. And Jeremy and I will be recapping what we saw of today. And Michael Busso checking in. Hi, Boos. And we're streaming live on Facebook, so we appreciate the folks tuning in. Michael Busso checking in with us. Is that a banana emoji or a moon emoji? I'm not sure, but it's a moon.
It's a moon.
So,
it's a moon.
All right. Thanks, Boos. And then also Kyle Jones pointing out the obvious. Conference USA on display tonight, Jeremy, as I believe he is referencing the Western Kentucky Sam Houston game, which is in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter, 34-24, Hilltoppers lead Sam Houston State, which here's the thing. We get ahead of ourselves sometimes on our programming and our planned shows. And I meant to do a Conference USA preview because I'm high on UTEP. Oh, Kyle says it's not that one. It's Stanford and Hawaii. So,
oh man, I never thought I'd see Stanford's in the ACC, right?
Yes.
Just getting absolutely bullied on the ground by Hawaii.
17-13 right now in the third quarter. So, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce any of the Hawaiian names of stat lore right now, but
a lot of syllables, a lot of vowels.
Thank you, Kyle Jones, for checking in with us. I personally have it on Western Kentucky and Sam Houston State. They're in Kentucky. The crazy. Oh, there's a big pass that's complete. Golly, Corey Hogue, our former partner and 1/3 of the Unholy Triumvirate, I'm sure is watching that Sam Houston game intently because he does a Sam Houston State podcast. So did you notice that Corey launched his page on Substack this week?
I did see that. I've seen quite a bit on the TikToks.
Yeah.
So he's being infiltrated by the Chinese government.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So Corey Hogue, you can follow him on Twitter at Corey Hogue Sports. And we've been sharing a lot of his content because he is our friend and former partner. And he covers all of the non-FBS schools in the state of Texas on his page. He's got a podcast called the Cut Block Podcast. And I think his slogan, Jeremy, is it may not be legal, but it may be legal, but it shouldn't, but it's not allowed. I forget what it is, but it's pretty funny.
Maybe allowed, but it's not legal.
Yeah, that's right. Or something like that. But Corey Hogue doing a great job there and rebounding back in a big way after, after having cuts at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, which cost him a gig there, but he's a quality sports journalist and we wish him the best. But it was FBS football on tap today, Jeremy. And Michael Busso checking in saying the best game was KU beating Fresno State. I watched that one basically so that I could see if Oklahoma City Douglas product, Jaden Nickens. Well, I say Oklahoma City Douglas. I could say Oklahoma City Millwood. I could say Sierra Canyon. I could say
any number of schools in
any number of
around the metro
schools. But I really was looking to see if Jaden Nickens got some time in, and I didn't see anything. Didn't see any stat line for him. But he's a freshman. He's a longer, lanky kid. He may, coach there in in Lawrence might decide he needs a little more beefing up. But it was a big win for Kansas, and man, I'm sorry, Jeremy, I'm going to say this. I mean, why not? Depending on what they go on and their schedule, I think that Jalen Daniels could be an outside Heisman hopeful.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I tuned into that game to see if he could get through that game healthy, and I noticed him wincing in the third quarter. He's been hurt a lot, you know. Yeah,
Stay healthy.
If health is not a concern, he could be right there in the running. Is that a little summer shandy you got there?
That is a Leinenkugel summer shandy wrapped inside of a SWASU football.
Look at that.
Koozie. And if you want to know more about SWASU football, check out my interview with Coach Andrew Rice, which is on the Facebook page. And it was a great time I had interviewing him. He's an old Northeastern Oklahoma guy like myself. So Kyle Jones mentioning also that Ethan Downs had a good sack in the Jags preseason game. He had 2 tackles last weekend.
Is he gonna make that roster?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
You're not going to pass up a team guy like that with that kind of physicals and that kind of motor. And here's the thing, and I started to be crappy. His dad Nate posted not crappy about Ethan.
Okay.
His dad Nate posted the stat line, 2 tackles in post, preseason play. And I came pretty close saying, yeah, it's amazing what he could do when you cut him loose on the quarterback. So I just no swipe at that emblem there on your hoodie, but
you shut up.
I don't think OU used him right. That's just me.
Yeah,
I think he was a lot more talented than what he was able.
I think he's more of a 3-4 edge guy.
Something. I mean, let him go. I mean, I don't know. Josh Swicky from 105.3 in Oklahoma City, CBS Sports Talk Radio, says he believes Jaden Nichols is injured.
Okay.
He was in street clothes and a KU jersey. And
now he's a true freshman, right?
Yeah, he's a true freshman, graduated from Douglas this last spring, and then he's a talented kid. I mean,
he is.
He's going. OU wanted him, and he decided to go to Kansas. But anyways, got to keep it cold. LOL. So. Yeah, Josh Swicky, thank you for checking in. He's a good buddy of mine that's on Sports Talk Radio in Oklahoma City, CBS, and does a great show there. Always appreciate him checking in. And Kyle Jones agrees with me on my Ethan Downs take, Jeremy.
Well, there you go.
All I need is one listener. And Michael Busso said, is this considered week 0? Well,
it is week 0. Is Hawaii playing a primetime game, Michael Busso?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. It's week 0.
We had UNLV in a pretty tight one with Idaho State, 38-31. The Running Rebs come out of that one, 31-7. Kansas beat Fresno State. And then the big one, Farmageddon in Dublin, Ireland. And, man, what a way to start the conference play in Big 12 action. I mean,
yeah. Now they're both going to play FCS teams next week.
But I'll say this lends itself, Jeremy, to why these conferences will never give up a conference title game. I don't care how many teams are getting in. They are not going to give up conference title games, because K-State, if that were the case, if they didn't have one, they could in essence be done.
Well, that, and they forfeited a home game to go play in Ireland.
Exactly.
It's just dumb. It's Iowa State, Kansas State, play it in a neutral site. I don't care where. Jerry's World, Iowa City, don't care. Just anywhere, but why Ireland?
Yeah.
I mean, I get NFL, great. Get it out there. But college football is, I mean, it's not ever going outside of the United States.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to send Notre Dame and Notre Dame and Boston College over there every year, that is more than apropos, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It'd be fun to send Notre Dame and Holy Cross over there too.
Did you see? Yeah, that'd be good.
Over by halftime.
Did you see that Notre Dame changed their logo?
What is it now?
It's a little leprechaun carrying the football.
I saw that. Yeah.
He's not in the 20s
He's
boxing
not.
stance.
I like the boxing stance.
Do you remember the goat sketch on the Adam Sandler CD?
Maybe.
The talking goat.
Maybe not.
First he wanted to box me. He's like 20 style boxing. He's like, put up your dukes, and I got no dukes. Josh Swicky, what's the over/under win total for OU this year? Vegas has it at 8.5, don't they?
Oh, do they?
Well, I mean,
the ESPN Football Power Index has them winning 4 ball games this year.
Oh Lord,
that's the only one with their odds. They only have like 4 games where they're over 50% odds to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put much credence in the ESPN.
I bet I was too high if I had to look at it because shoot, they've got Texas at 9.5.
I think it's at 6.5 or 7.
This is Vegas odds. And
yeah.
Alabama's at 9.5, Clemson 9.5, Texas 9.5, Liberty at 9.5. Let me see what Oklahoma might be as I look at them down the list a ways. And I hope this doesn't freeze you up, me looking at some other web page. You know how it can be. I see Vegas with a 6.5.
Yep.
Yeah. I would take the over on that.
Bet the over with your house.
Sure.
It's happening.
Now that's the DraftKings 6.5. Let's see. Let me see what we got here. Trying to recognize these logos. DraftKings, I think, has them at 6.5.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what ESPN Bet has. But thanks, Josh Swicky. That's a good transition into some OU talk. But no, back to the K-State game. Our text thread, Jeremy, and you saw it. I just don't know. As good as Avery Johnson is, we saw what Will Howard could do, obviously, with an Ohio State roster.
Sure.
But I think Avery Johnson is electric. I think he'll light up teams with poor defenses. But when he gets in a Donnybrook, get that? Donnybrook, Ireland.
Yeah.
There were no shillelaghs, but it's in a Donnybrook with a good defense. I mean, Jeremy, he only ran the ball, I think, for 21 yards today. He scored a touchdown, but his passing was better. 223.
His passing he threw the ball really well today.
273 passing, 2 touchdowns. He had 4 receivers with 4 catches or more. And I'm sorry, 3 receivers with 4 catches or more. And then he had 2 receivers with touchdowns. But Rocco Becht and the Iowa State defense, I mean, they just, like you said, Rocco's 2 touchdowns just seemed to be backbreakers.
They did. And it seems like they ran the ball a little better. 130 yards, 110 yards.
Nobody lit it up. But I mean, when Kansas goes in there, Jeremy, and you're looking at Avery Johnson to be breaking down defenses, they only rush for 110 yards.
Yeah, he only carried the ball 8 times. I don't know how many of those were sacks. Because remember, in the college game,
yeah,
sacks count against your rushing statistics. So let's look at sacks. And we don't have that. Okay. Well, that doesn't help.
I'm looking myself, but as far as passing goes.
Oh, wait, let me go to team stats. That's where the sacks will be.
Yeah. So, I mean, 8 carries, 21 yards. Let's see.
Kansas State had 6 penalties for 48 yards, and that seems like it's probably the difference in the game.
Yeah. Well, and turnovers, 2 fumbles that Iowa State recovered.
Each team had 2 turnovers.
Also, Jeremy, 2 fourth downs that they missed on.
And we had a kid get hurt because the smoke was so thick from the fireworks he lost a punt and never came back on the field.
Big Ten, Michael Busso says Big Ten wants conference title games gone. Well, that's because basically Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State are going to be the 3 shoe-ins every year for the playoff. To me, that's why they want that, right?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Sacks. Well, I guess Johnson was only sacked once.
Guess who's quarterback in this Western Kentucky team? And I think I've mentioned it before.
Who is it?
one of our favorites.
Oh, Maverick MacGyver?
Maverick MacGyver, baby.
The Maverick.
And they're up 41-24 now over Sam Houston. So,
man, Maverick Sam Houston MacGyver pulled a play out of their playbook earlier where the quarterback faked one-way reverse field, then just threw to a wide open guy. No one within an area code of him. That was awesome.
Well, and the offensive coordinator at Western Kentucky is Rick Bowie, and he's formerly of Abilene Christian, where Maverick had been. So, not going to say should have told you so, Texas Tech, but I don't know. We'll see. Baron Morton might light it up this year.
Yeah, we'll see. Tech's in a rough spot. They lost their starting running back this week to a knee. Yeah, you can pay all the guys you want to be on campus, but if they can't stay healthy,
gotta have depth. So yeah, back to Farmageddon. Chris Kleiman. I like the guy. I think it was the right selection for K-State, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, after today at Kansas State, he's 48-29.
Yeah.
Now I know it's been a weird 5 years. He's in his 6th year in Manhattan. Is there a car revving up outside your?
Yeah, it's Outback. Can't do anything about that, man.
Yeah. Wow, are you vibrating in there? I get that sometimes here too. But I mean, this is a guy who won national titles in
North Dakota
in FCS.
Yeah, it's K-State's a tough one.
It is.
It's not a place where you can just build out a roster and constantly reload it. You've got to get the right mix of guys, and I don't think his job would be on the line. I mean, Snyder had probably a worse record through the same amount of games, but he inherited an absolute trash bin when he took over Kansas State.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he gets so much credit for the rehab job, and duly so. I think he's probably, as far as building that program to where they went for a period of what would you say, 7 or 8 years?
Yeah, getting to that almost making it to the national title game. Sir Parker, Texas A&M, and then beating Oklahoma in 2003.
Yeah,
but I mean, he has some good players.
They won another Big 12 title since then.
Yeah, they won it a couple years ago, didn't they?
Was it? Yeah. Okay.
They did. Yeah, he's got a Big 12 title under his belt.
Kleiman does?
I think so. No, that was
that the TCU? Didn't they beat TCU for a Big 12 title back in the
mid? So hang on, I'll effort that.
Well, the thing about it is, Jeremy,
I saw a graphic today. I know I'm not talking out of my rear end, but
it's so odd that we have been so critical at times on this show, and I know a lot of people around the country also. Matt Campbell, I mean, is this going to be the year? Because I put out on the text thread, what's the likelihood that Iowa State pukes down their leg next week, at or hosting South Dakota, and that's just until they break that type of pattern. I'll hold it back.
I mean, he broke the 7-win ceiling last season. They won 11 ball games. Maybe this is the year they can finally break through and win a Big 12 title. I don't think they've never won one. Kansas State's won it 3 times.
Yeah.
03, 12, and 2022.
Was the 12 title, was that there was one year, and maybe it wasn't in the Big 12 championship, but no, I'm thinking of a year TCU upset them when they were leading the conference.
May have been.
It was like the Trevon Boykin years or something.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Trevon Boykin.
Who was the big quarterback they had?
I think it was Boykin.
Yeah. Anyway, Western Kentucky driving down the field on Sam Houston. Sam Houston making the jump from FCS to
FBS
in the Conference USA and the Big 12 starting conference play on week 0. What is that about?
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like games in other countries, and I do not care for conference games first week of the season. Just
Actually, Sam Houston has the ball back. Sorry, I was looking at
it's disrupting
Yeah, I mean,
disrupting the flow.
I don't understand, and we can sit here and beat this to death, but I don't understand the Big 12 signing off on that.
I don't either,
I mean,
especially
you're trying to make it to where your teams are relevant in November, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
They had to go out and do field repair at halftime, put new lines down because they didn't. I guess they actually used chalk instead of painting the sidelines on. And come on, man.
yeah,
And not to mention that the field conditions when they've played in other venues like London, Ireland, the field conditions they haven't held up well.
no,
They're used to, it's whatever grass they're using, it's for soccer. The way they build the field out is for soccer.
yeah,
It's we saw that today. These kids have been practicing in the dry heat all summer, and then they got to play in 60 degrees and rain and leftover smoke from inexperienced fireworks operators and
and
go through that.
they probably had a hard time landing the plane because
And no team looks good the first game of the season, right?
when they hit the runway, it was nothing but whiskey bottles out there.
Especially those two teams who have been known to just
It takes them a full month to get going.
piss down their leg against
Yeah,
lesser
both of 'em.
opponents, and I guess it's better for them that they're playing another good team, so they can't take it lightly. But I don't know. I just don't care for it.
Yeah. Well, and I feel bad for K-State because neither one of those teams, whoever came out the loser in that game, needed to be dealing with this loss right now, this early,
Mm-hmm.
because the AP poll, the coaches poll, whatever, and granted, the poll that matters is still yet to come out in late October, and then the final one in December. But I mean, we know this, Jeremy. So much public sentiment and so much journalistic bias gets reeling so early in college football.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, we see it from the preseason rankings to week 4, before conference play starts. We see it in the Heisman hopefuls.
We got the number one team is returning how many starters?
Yeah.
7 starters.
Yeah.
They're returning 7 starters.
Yeah.
And preseason number 1.
Lost most all of their offensive line. They returned 2 pass rushers and a great secondary.
Mm-hmm.
And, the rest is some portal stuff that might work out, might not. They got to figure out who's going to protect them. They've got a quarterback that doesn't, it's only taken snaps against UTSA. And I
don't think he's taken a big snap in his life, has he?
No, maybe one snap, against Ohio State that he took, and a keeper, or was it against Arizona State?
It might have been Arizona State.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I'll tell you this much, Jeremy. I watched some SEC network today, just kind of scanning channels. It was before the game started, and it was some Marty and McGee reruns, and it was their coach interviews from the SEC media days, I believe, going back. I don't think it was anything recent, but it was a replay, and it showed him interviewing Sark and interviewing, Hugh Freeze. Of course, it might have been pretty recent because Hugh Freeze was addressing the golfing allegations. So I don't know.
That would have been this season.
Yeah. It would definitely wasn't it was definitely this season. It would have been after, at latest, it would have been after it would have been during the SEC media days. And man, Sam Pittman came across as a guy I would love to have as a friend. He seemed like such a great guy. But Sark was on there, and he's just raving and raving about Arch. And it's like, he may be the next Manning. He may be I don't think he'll be a total flop because of who he has around him, as far as the running back core. But if he tries to hold the ball too long, like we're seeing some quarterbacks do, he could take a pounding.
My thing with the Arch thing is let's just put a pin in it.
Yeah.
If he actually plays football and he's great, okay.
Well, did you see he pushed back on Grandpa Archie's comments about him being at Texas next year?
Which he should have. I mean, if he goes out and just lights it up this year, him and everyone in that family would be a fool to have him come back and play another season with the potential to get hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, they're making so much bank in the NIL right now. I mean,
that's true.
I mean, the money is there. It's all for him. So
you get a head start on that second contract.
You could. I mean, but we're talking about a family that money, we don't understand the money that they deal with.
That's true.
And I know Cooper's been nothing compared to his brethren, but I mean, still I'm sure they have a family trust.
I'm sure, and you're also staring at the factory of sadness in Cleveland right in the face.
Well, and then
maybe New Orleans.
Yeah.
There's not a teams that don't have quarterbacks right now are not in great situations. If you're a young quarterback coming out, there's not anybody that's at the end of the line that's stepping away from.
What's New England have that would?
Well, they think they have their guy in Drake May.
So, just running down the list, you mentioned New Orleans.
Cleveland.
We have to see if Bryce Young can do something.
Yep.
Jacksonville, we've got to see if Trevor Lawrence is really what he showed at times in college.
They can't cut ties with him. They're paying him too much. He got that contract extension.
Okay. So nothing on the West Coast that I can see, unless Sam Darnold was a total flop this year.
Rams
replaced Matthew Stafford.
But they would have to go so in the tank because that's a really good roster.
49ers, a couple of injuries to the line.
Yeah, Trent plays like his age this year. They may fall back.
Get rid of
get rid of Brock Purdy all that money.
Yeah.
Just think of, they're kind of in that same situation as the Cowboys are, where you can't trade him. You're not going to get value for him.
No.
You can't cut him because it's too much dead money against your cap. So you just kind of have to live with that decision.
Yeah. Michael Busso, Indoor Football League Championship tonight. Vegas versus Green Bay. Is that like an indoor football league, or
I think that's like arena?
Okay.
They don't call it arena. They don't call it the Arena League anymore for some reason.
Well, right now in preseason action, games going on. The Bills and the Buccaneers are playing, and the Bills lead Tampa Bay 23-19. Jeremy, who would you guess, if you had to, is the starting quarterback and has taken all the snaps tonight?
I'm not going to guess because you told me, but I'm very excited about it because I think he's a guy that's got a lot of skill that could play in the league.
You just like him because he's a son of a Cub player.
That too, gotta always rep the Cubs.
That's right. Shane Buechele. He is 25 of 30 for 278, a touchdown and no interception. He's taken 2 sacks. He's rushed the ball 5 times for 20 yards. He did well. Like we mentioned off the air, he did well at SMU.
He did.
And he didn't get a chance, really. Was he back during the David Ash time at Texas?
Man. Well, David Ash had to medically retire. So, yeah, he
came in the league.
He's was around with Ash because he got spot starts when Ash had concussions, and he got a lot of starts.
I don't think so. I think we're thinking of the McCoy.
Because
it says Shane Buechele's 27. He was born in 98, so 2008 he would have been 10. 2018 he would have been 20. So that would have been Case. Did he battle with Casey Thompson for some snaps after the hard G?
That may have been it.
And then left?
And then left to go to the
Ponies?
Yeah. Went the way of the Garrett Gilbert.
Sure.
And he's got that UT stank off him. He was with the Ponies for a minute, and then he played for my Chiefs. And
that's like UT rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, really. Like you said, Garrett Gilbert and Shane Buechele, they go there, and now, 10 years later, Buechele's, probably going to, I would assume, good chance he's going to be Josh Allen's backup, right?
Yeah, I can't think of any other
third string.
I can't think of another quarterback they have on their roster.
Yeah. Results other than those today, like I said, we've got the Chargers and the 49ers playing. They're in the third quarter. Raiders and the Cardinals, 7-0. The Raiders lead them. Not Jim Harbaugh, Pete Carroll. Man, he's our own Dan Narva. He doesn't age.
Yeah, I mean he's like 100 years old.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean
I guess they got
90
something
next year. I think.
I guess they've got something in the water at Cal Poly that keeps you young.
You got a hold of that youth potion. Broncos beat the Saints 28-19. Colts beat the Bengals 41-14. Texans over the Lions 26-7. Seahawks lose to the Packers. The one that I noticed, Jeremy, was the Browns defeating the Rams 19-17. And as I looked on Twitter today, starting quarterback for the Rams was Dresser Wynn.
Dresser Wynn, he played the entire game.
Out of Tennessee Martin.
Yeah. Is he any relation to Spurgeon Wynn?
That's a good question.
I don't think he is.
I do not know that.
They're two different.
But Brendan Presley showing out for the Rams. So
Drake Stoops caught a TD today.
Drake Stoops.
Had a nice little toe tapper on the sideline too.
So here's the Browns stats for the game against LA. Dylan Gabriel, 12 of 19, 129 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Joe Flacco, 9 of 10, 71 yards, a touchdown. Tyler Huntley, Snoop, 1 of 1, 7
Pro Bowl Tyler Huntley.
He should be in that next Tyrod.
Remember, he made the Pro Bowl and only played like half a season with the Ravens.
Yeah.
An alternate and got in, but technically a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I'd wear my ring.
That's right.
And then Shedeur Sanders, and I posted a tweet about this: 3 of 6, 14 yards. He took 5 sacks. Jeremy
took 1 sack for 22 yards, where he just kept drifting backwards like he was at Colorado.
Yeah.
That was just that was probably his last shot.
I have to think that someone will pick him up.
Someone will pick him up.
Who?
He's got ability.
I mean, he'll get cut by the Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got 8 quarterbacks on roster.
And Gabriel hasn't done anything to,
higher draft pick. I've always heard that the draft pick status sticks with you when they're doing cuts.
And he's played well enough to stick on the roster. He has.
So Shedeur is quite the topic for Yahoo Sports on social media. I mean, they post 4 or 5 posts about Shedeur.
Oh, any collusion posts?
Well, it's clickbait.
Sure.
It is total clickbait because they know if they post that Shedeur Sanders went 3 of 6 for 14 yards, that African-American Twitter is going to come out and say he was railroaded. He stuck out there with scrubs, stuck out, totally not given a chance, total conspiracy. And then they know that white redneck America is going to get on there and talk about how he's, born on third base and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just clickbait. And why can't it be that he's a young guy who's a quarterback? He was a low draft pick. Nobody's willing to come out and say that he didn't deserve a first round pick.
No.
Nobody. But I mean, the league speaks. And when you're not good enough, it comes out. And like you said, Tyler Huntley goes in, takes over for Shedeur, and drives for a touchdown.
Yep.
Obviously, he completed 1 pass on the drive, and he ran the ball twice for 8 yards, but it was a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So my tweet earlier said his stat line tonight means about as much as it did when he took the game 1 and had a great night.
Yeah.
They're high draft picks, or I guess it would be low draft picks. They're low draft picks. They're in camp. They're fighting every day. And the media is just using this for clickbait to keep the racial divide going amongst supporters of Shedeur and detractors of Shedeur. and I'll die on that hill.
It's almost like the media has an agenda to keep us divided.
You think? And I'm not going
I've
into
thought
no
that for a long
conspiracies as to
time.
who's behind.
Where's
Oh,
that
by
hat?
the way, speaking of people I can't stand. No, no. Didn't you see your buddy Shane Gillis doing a Bud Light ad in a Texas jersey?
Yeah.
Screw that guy. I didn't think he was funny to begin with. Now I really hate him.
Well, I think he's funny. He's a Notre Dame fan. He's confused.
Yeah, he's taking the check is what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But so, I mean, and I unfollowed. Here's the thing. I felt a kinship to Yahoo Sports because of the fact that Yahoo used to be I'm old enough to remember the days before Google.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahoo was there. I had a Yahoo email account back in the day.
Same.
We have been on Yahoo Fantasy Sports since we started this show. Anytime we have a fantasy league or anything, which, by the way, anyone listening, if you want to jump in, I think there might be still a spot or two left on the fantasy football, and you're all welcome to. I think we can take several more in the
pick 'em
in the college football pick 'em. So Max Patton also pointing out Sanders had more sacks than completions. Yes, he did. Well, no, 6 completions and 5 sacks. So one more completion.
He was 3 of 6.
3 of 6. Oh, completions. Yeah, 3 completions. Yeah, that would be his attempts. Sorry.
And a couple of the sacks, man. He had guys open over the middle. All he had to do was climb up into the pocket and deliver the football and just trying to make too much happen.
Sam Bradford earned $100 million in that league with checkdowns.
Yeah.
Just saying. I mean, when he was on
Joe Flacco is a jug
down.
Joe Flacco is a freaking jugs machine with a jersey on. He can't move.
Yeah.
He's just out there firing footballs, and he's still getting starts, but he can throw that ball.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to make a ruling on Shedeur Sanders one iota. I think he's got some elements around him that will make him hard to deal with as far as a professional football player. One in particular is Fredo.
Yeah.
His brother, Dion Jr. And, you know, we've had one of our faithful listeners say that Dion Jr. can be a real nut bar.
Yeah.
No experience I have, but, you know. So, I mean, I'm not ready to write the kid off, but I'm also not ready to sign him up for the Unitas Award or, you know. It's just that's the problem with this world right now, Jeremy. And we talked about it with Arch Manning. We're talking about it with Shedeur. You know, it's either all or bust. And sometimes a kid's just average.
Yeah.
And sometimes the kid's average and the team he's on wins. Eli Manning.
Sometimes it's enough just to be a really good college quarterback. Sometimes it just doesn't translate. Sometimes these player personnel guys are dead on about your skill level.
Sure. Sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of stories. Kurt Warner, watched EJ Warner play today, his kid. Kurt Warner was bounced out of the league several times, ended up playing the Arena League, and he's a Super Bowl MVP, League MVP, Hall of Famer.
Is that one of the kids he wouldn't let play tackle football?
Maybe. He wouldn't play much tackle football today.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I just
Justin Goodnow just hit the messenger thread with anyone get to see the fight between Avery Johnson's brother and dad after the game? Should make for an interesting ride home. I saw it. I laughed. Awesome.
Yeah. I got to look that up. I'll have to find that.
Thanksgiving should be a magical time around the Johnson household.
They apparently went native there in public.
One too many Guinness.
Yeah. And, you know, Ireland was on track to basically be a world like the Jetsons until the
creation of whiskey.
for family cat. McLeod's just created this new beverage. I can hack on the Irish. There's I had a redheaded grandmother, so
he's probably Scottish then.
Yeah, something.
More redheaded people per capita, sir.
That's right. The Ginger Nation. So anyways, as far as Shedeur goes, if he doesn't make the cut in Cleveland, which is looking like, his post-game interview, he asked him if he thought he'd make the 53-man roster, and he said, obviously. So I don't know if that's an indication that he knows something or if they just, just his confidence.
Maybe not the Browns 53-man roster. Maybe someone's willing to trade for him.
Maybe the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, he belongs in that dumpster fire.
I mean, is the Joe Milton experience any better?
I mean, you can't look away, though.
No.
I mean, he could throw it 175 yards and get sacked in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's so compelling,
Yeah.
This guy's the ball's gonna come off his hand. It's gonna look like a rocket. I don't have no idea where it's going, but man, that's awesome.
So Buffalo tonight, it's gone final against the Buccaneers, 23-19. They win. Do you see who ran the score of the first touchdown for Buffalo?
No, I did not.
Frank Gore
Jr.
Is that Junior?
Yeah, Frank Gore.
Okay.
Frank Gore's 117 years old.
I thought, and I looked at the picture and I thought, oh, okay.
I mean, he played till he was an old running back. He was like in that O.J. Anderson conversation where he's like 38 years old, still 110
playing in running back years.
Yeah, I was about to rant about Andrew Luck's flat bill Stanford cap that he continues to wear. They were just showing him in the booth.
Now, what's his role there?
He's the general manager.
Okay. Do you think he's qualified for that?
He's a Stanford grad. He's qualified to do anything he wants.
That's true.
He could be firing rockets at the moon if he wanted to be.
They are smarty pants, ain't they?
Yeah.
North Carolina Central and Southern on ABC, so HBCU's getting some love. I don't know. I just look at this season, Jeremy, and it's such a ride between. And as I was ranting about Yahoo, I go back so far with them, and also they basically took over what used to be my favorite sports radio network, One-on-One Sports. They were Yahoo Sports Network.
Yeah,
I think before I don't know. Sports Map. Yeah, because Sports Map was the next incarnation. But I'm done with them. But when you post 4 different posts during a Browns preseason game featuring Shedeur Sanders, you are just clickbait merchanting.
They are dying for interactions, man.
We are too, and you don't see me doing that.
It's an entire network. Is Coward involved in this somehow?
No, is he in charge of their
business model? No, okay.
He has to. He has to suck up to the Live Golf League since Fox.
The more schlocky you get, the more pissed off people will comment on the dumb thing you posted.
Totally.
Stanford looks like they may be taking this one over.
Well, okay, they're in Hawaii, so it's still daylight.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's like 6 hours earlier there.
5 o'clock there.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that was nice. Oh
yeah,
breaking. Rainbow Warrior. They keep calling them rainbows on the broadcast. I heard or something earlier, and I always thought they were Rainbow Warriors.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
and that was some awful effort up front by Hawaii. After that spin move, number 5 was like, "Oh, never mind."
Got hung up. So that's a nice job. If Stanford holds on, that's very nice for the ACC because. They don't, these leagues like the Big 12 and the ACC.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh my gosh, he reached up there and intercepted it.
Man,
just on the fly.
I was going to say that's a narrow edge right there, man. He got off his feet in a hurry.
Up 3. So
wow,
Stanford gives Hawaii a great position.
Almost
down
6 minutes left.
20-17, 5:58 left. So, but I just look at college football and, I am trudging through the Bill Connelly book still. Connor can rip on me. because I'm a slow reader, Jeremy. I'll freely admit.
Or we at one word a day now?
Well, I mean, I finished a chapter yesterday, so get off me. Honestly, it was hard for me to focus a lot as a young man, and it's not any easier now.
Yes, Max. Yahoo's a bigger clickbait merchant. SGA is not a free throw merchant. Okay, Yahoo's not trying to take it to the hoop.
I think he was gouging you. Yahoo's not averaging 33.
He'd lead the league in scoring without his free throws.
Hell yeah, man! That San Antonio Spurs new arena thing is really catching some hold up down there. Their city officials just really not wanting to be on the hook right now.
Are you when they move to Vegas?
It's not an ice related thing.
When you move to Vegas, is your fandom going to go with them, or are you going to come on home?
What are you talking about?
The Spurs.
Oh, when they move to Vegas? Yeah. Screw you, pal.
I'm sorry. At the 50.
Why driving? So they just need to get in field goal range. So
we're about to have a Byron Leftwich situation on our hands.
Quarterback limping down the field. Well, that's some outrageous fans there in the whiteout for Hawaii.
Are the seats white?
I don't know, but the fans are. I mean, white T-shirts.
Okay. I do dig the Hawaii uniforms. They are they look good. I like the islands on the side there.
Oh yeah,
nice shot, Skip.
I miss the old June Jones Hawaii days. I'll be straight with you.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of there. You couldn't have fun watching a run and shoot offense back in the day. You just you don't know how to have fun.
Who was the quarterback that still leads all the Was it Colt Brennan?
Colt Brennan. Yeah, the late Colt Brennan.
And he's
Timmy Chang broke those, didn't he?
That's a good question. Was Colt Brennan the one that played in the Sugar Bowl with Hawaii and they just got obliterated?
I think so.
Yeah. The June Jones run and shoot, good times. So Jeremy, OU, as we mentioned earlier, they're over under on wins, I think, is 6.5. I think that's the consensus. But being that they're in the SEC, am I just totally obliged to have to follow everything, with Feinbaum? And I watched Marty McGee today, so I'm a full-blown SEC now.
Little secret, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I have ever watched Feinbaum is sitting right here doing this with the volume off. Just wait to see Charlie from Thomas in the graphic.
That's what I know you sit there and wait to see. Let's go to Charlie in Thomas, Oklahoma.
The most exposure I have to all things SEC is I listen to Dari on the way into work every day.
Yeah.
I guess he is the lead anchor of the SEC network, and
he is. And I tell you this much, Jeremy, 2 great moves. And I don't know if the school did they give him the TV? Called him out. Oh, I see the Cardinal back there in the background.
The tree?
Yep.
Let's see this replay. He's out. There's no way he can get that foot down. Damn.
Hit the pylon, but it was before he caught the ball. Did you watch the Corso special?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was busy this morning.
You'll like it.
I can pull it up anytime on ESPN Plus. You
need to watch
me for that.
You know what I found funny is nobody went and sought out Craig James that I've seen. So I watched it in spurts, but I have not seen any comments or quotes from Craig James.
Craig James is an absolute clown, and I'm glad.
He must have told them to all go to hell when he left there to go to CBS.
I guess so.
Because normally, even Brando left him.
What he did to our beloved
talking about it.
What he did to our beloved Mike Leach.
Yeah,
shame on him.
You think that made him poison goods, and nobody wants to deal with him now?
Probably, since it was all found out to be BS.
Somebody had him on their show a while back, but I honestly can't remember. But yeah, Craig James. I always, do you remember a sketch that they did back in the 90s on Saturday Night Live? It was called What Were You Thinking? And interviewed Shelley Long after she left Cheers, and Phil Hart was like, "What were you thinking?" That's what I got to look at Craig James now. He was a little bit older than Herb Street, but he had the hair, had the chiseled jaw. He could have been, maybe he wouldn't have been the heartthrob that women thought Herb Street was, but he had the credo. But he must have just walked out of Bristol telling them all to go to hell, and then
tie game.
Yep. Off of an amazing interception. Because, when a rusher reaches up, when he's just trying to tip it and just takes it away, that's pretty amazing.
If he could have kept his feet, he might have scored.
Yeah. So Hawaii and Stanford tied at 20. But no, I lost all respect for Craig James on the 30 for 30 because he was still kind of in the fold.
We talking about the SMU 30 for 30? Pony Excess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of any other 30 for 30s, but
there's been several.
Well, the one about SMU.
Best there never was.
Yeah, but the one about Pony Excess, the fact that he did interviews with them for that, and nobody ever slanted him to receiving illegal benefits. Everything they painted him was that he just was the golden boy and came to SMU to play football, and Eric Dickerson was the one that took the Trans Am and blah, blah. He got paid more money, and they didn't even ask him about it. They didn't have him say anything about it. So I lost all respect for him after, well, that might have been after the Leach thing. I think
remember. That was after the Leach thing.
Yeah. So just, but I thought it funny that, he worked several years with Corso on College Game Day, and they apparently didn't reach out to him. No, now I've got to finish watching the middle part of it, but I didn't see him anywhere.
Yeah, I can't see why they would.
Guess who I reached out to today in reference to that documentary, Jeremy?
Who's that?
Former Sports Center anchor and former College Game Day correspondent and former Clinton Red Tornado, Kerry Ross.
Having a hard time placing that one.
I'll be straight with you. I did not remember her. But I remember when I was sports director at 97.3 The Score that I was told or something came up that Kerry Ross had been on ESPN and she was from Clinton.
Oh, I remember her. Okay.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Large blonde hair. Guess who she's married to without looking?
Jim Ross.
No. Different Ross. Her married name is now Dombrowski.
Dave Dombrowski?
Dave Dombrowski's bride. And I sent her a friend request today. She answered it quickly. And then I commented on a post because she said she had been receiving a lot of texts about people seeing her on the Corso documentary. And we probably will be able to get her as a guest. Now, it may be a Western Oklahoma Sports Night segment since it'll be the Clinton angle, but don't know. He's at Philadelphia now. For some reason, I thought he was still in Detroit.
He's been in Philly since, I want to say 21.
Sounds right. From what I looked at today, but Clinton Red Tornado right there on ESPN. And
how about that?
I'm surprised, Jeremy. These Western Oklahoma intrigues me because between Bill Connolly writing for ESPN and Kerry Ross, a former Sports Center anchor, I would think it would be publicized way more than what I've seen it.
Especially when, anytime Oklahoma is mentioned in anything, there's a little bit of hoopla, locally.
Mm-hmm. And now I guess maybe it's a deal where, Conley went to school in Missouri, but he's a Weatherford guy.
Yeah.
Kerry Ross,
maybe it's
a person.
And maybe with Kerry Ross, it's been a minute since she was there.
Yeah, she's obviously kept aside from
a lot about
media career.
John Anderson. Dari. Yeah.
Well, you know who I can't wait to see doing some Sports Center?
Who's that?
MJ Baird down Wichita Falls. We gotta get MJ up to Bristol. That's his.
I wish Sports Center was the way it was back in the day. Where the personalities were the anchors, and it wasn't all this
you catch
debate
the
show
Rich Eisen
nonsense.
Sports Center last week?
I wanted to, but I didn't. I had to watch it on the Plus.
Amazing.
I really like Eisen.
Rich is good, people. He's, he stepped away from ESPN, went to the NFL Network for obvious reasons. I guess he's kind of shown over there. He's got his show.
Are they going to keep him back? Are they going to keep him with the NFL Network now that ESPN owns it?
I don't know.
I mean,
I assume. I think. Well, his show is going to ESPN. The Rich Eisen show is going to ESPN. I'm pretty sure.
From the clips I've seen of that, it's really good. I mean, he's the one who had Seinfeld on talking about the George's monologue about the
golf ball and the angry man.
He was angry that day, my friends.
He was angry, and the old man sending soup back at a deli. Yeah. Of all of the, and I remember Jerry talking about that George basically learned that entire thing, memorized it in 30 minutes.
He said you see the cut angle of him, and he's just so amazed because he couldn't believe he was getting it word for word.
Well, what's amazing to me is Kramer's expression during that whole thing. He's kind of like, it's just, was it a titleist? But no, Rich Eisen, and here's the thing, I'll watch him more if he'll stay clear of a lot of more of the Hollywood stuff.
Sure.
I don't care about. I mean, he's had some celebrities on there that's like, okay. But the thing about it is, good for him. And Jeremy, let me tell you something. They played a lot of clips from back in the day of him and Stuart Scott, and it was tough.
We didn't know what we had, did we?
It hit me in the feels, brother.
Yeah.
I mean,
just think of that though, man. Because I was in college at the height of it. So
sure.
Come home from class, watch Sports Center until 1 o'clock or whenever Around the Horn came on or whatever. It was just nonstop, all day long.
I can remember when Gina and I first got married, we lived in an apartment on the south side of Oklahoma City, and it had a little workout room. And we would both get off work at 4:30, and we'd get home and we'd go hit the gym straight away. And I can remember watching Pardon the Interruption in its inception, basically.
Yeah.
And same thing with Around the Horn. And good times at the mothership back then. It was funny because the Rich Eisen segment on Sports Center received so much hype to let people know that he was going to be on there. And then they spend probably a good portion of the first half of the whole show with freaking Mina Kimes on there.
That is another reason why I haven't tuned in yet.
Yeah. You got to get past that. And it's I have no use for her.
And we had, when we watched Sports Center back, Linda Cohn was on there, but she was very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Some of these, like the woman that was on there with Drewski, if you know who that is. I know who that is. Monica McNutt. He has a Barry Sanders jersey on.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Now,
so obviously this is in reference to Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, Honolulu Blue number 20. Shedeur Sanders.
I kind of like Monica McNutt. And I kind of like Kimberly A. Martin. And I'll just say this. I have to wonder if that whole flub wasn't just geared at the total saturation that they probably go through in production meetings with Shedeur this, Shedeur that. I have to wonder if she just didn't see the name Sanders and it just,
you're probably right there.
I wonder. I mean, because I've seen her before. I don't think she's ill-informed. I just have to wonder if it wasn't a mind fart that she looked at it and just said, "Oh, Shedeur," But yeah, it's the silver.
You got to talk about
silver numbers and the blue jerseys, like Andrewski. I think he could have handled it a little better, but he kind of called her out.
That's fine.
Now he worked hand in hand with Gillis on the ESPYs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is he funny on his own?
I haven't seen a lot of his content.
I'm going to say this. I don't try to learn and enjoy new music because I don't want to look like the 55-year-old that's trying to sound cool.
You don't have Octane loaded on your Sirius XM?
Oh, now Octane, that goes back into
Turbo.
Yeah, I think I have both of them on presets. I'll say that. Now, I might skip through when I'm scanning.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Monica McNutt and Kimberly A. Martin, I'll give them. I mean, I nobody else is going to, but I'll kind of give McNutt a pass on that because I just have to wonder if it wasn't just oversaturation.
You're probably right. It just bothered me. It's like, do we have to talk about this kid all the time?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
I mean,
hey, Jeremy,
he's going to be a free agent here. What are we going to talk about then?
Yeah. So the Chargers and the 49ers are at the end of the third quarter, 49ers 16, Chargers 13. Guess who has some stats for the 49ers at quarterback?
Man, let's see. Who's there besides?
He was an OU backup.
An OU backup. Tanner Mordecai, baby.
Tanner Mordecai, baby.
Another reclamation project by the Mustangs
Ponies,
of SMU.
Baby. Pony up. Mordecai had 75 yards, 1 touchdown.
He was a good soldier while he was here.
He's a fine kid.
Yeah.
Carter Bradley, the other quarterback, with some snaps in that one. And then for the Chargers, big name on their stat line, Jeremy. DJ Uiagalelei, 8 for 12, 116 yards and a touchdown.
I've heard he's played really well. I'm sure fans at Clemson and Florida State are just gnashing their teeth.
At Oregon State, yeah.
He played well at Oregon State. Yeah, you got to give him a little bit there. He played pretty well up there.
Trey Lance, 5 of 8, 38 yards, and Taylor Heineke, which, he's wowed so many people in backup roles in Washington. Now we'll see if he can make the roster in LI.
He'll have a job no matter what happens. He'll end up somewhere.
3 for 5, 31 yards. I don't know. I mean, this preseason, we're what? I mean, oh, by the way, anybody listening, we've got our draft set for Wednesday night. Our Law Dog Sports on Right Media. Our draft is set for Friday night. So we'll
Wednesday
to
26th.
Yeah, Wednesday, the 27th.
27th. You're not gonna know.
That's why I'm not blasting on Monica McNutt, because
you're just not gonna know.
No. And so anyways, I hate you.
I said I gave the wrong date. You gotta say it a different day.
So anyways, it will be a lot of fun as we do the draft live on Wednesday night. And Marty Wandry from Clinton Liquor checking in. Do I have the number 1 pick? I'll have to go and check that, Marty.
Let me know what the draft order is.
Yeah, let me look while we've got Marty on here. And we appreciate everybody tuning in and commenting here on Facebook Live. And we love to see your comments and interact with you. Let me pull up Yahoo Fantasy real quick, and then we'll probably start making our way out of here. So on the Law Dog Sports on Right Media, in the league, draft is 3 days and 21 hours away. And let me see.
It says I've got round 1, pick 1. I'm just kidding. It doesn't say anything. I don't think it's generated the draft order yet.
So the draft is Wednesday at 7:30. Let me see how many teams. We still have 2 teams left, Jeremy. So really, if there's one person that wants to jump in, we might have to not let you, because I don't think we can have an odd number of teams.
Let's see.
Michael Busso, I retired champion of my league 10 years ago. Well, it's time for you to jump in and see what you can do in the Law Dog League, Boos.
League announcements.
I can't find the order.
Wednesday, August 27th at 8:30. So 7:30 Central.
Yeah.
And we don't have a draft order yet.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me. Well, damn it.
Sorry, Marty, we don't have any answers for you.
Hey, the Cubs are up 7-0 on the A's or the Angels in the sixth.
Yeah.
Sixth inning. How about that?
Hey. Well, we were talking about Carrie Ross and her being married to Dave Dombrowski. You talk about a guy who's
Here's a guy
kept a GM career alive.
Yeah.
And it's because he kind of turns things around wherever he's at. I mean, Philly, they've been good in the last 10 years at times. But this
Kyle
year,
Tucker just hit a 3-run bomb.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Wandry, she is from Clinton. That's what we were talking about earlier, if you'd have been here. Michael Busso, Stanford, Hawaii, coming down to the wire. It is tied at 20 to 23 seconds left. 3rd and 9, I believe, for the Rainbow Warriors. I'm not sure where their field position is.
They're across the 50. There's 3 seconds left. They're gonna go for the field goal and the win.
Yeah. So
let's see.
2nd and 10 on the Stanford 21.
Oh heck.
Well, that 3rd and 9, so the score hasn't updated yet.
The Alejado kid from Hawaii, he's gutsy.
Yeah.
He's in pain.
Gotta like those green and white striped overalls.
Oh yeah.
Is it ironic that they're green and white, and Leftwich reference you made earlier that he was at Marshall wearing green?
Yeah. Thunder and Herd.
You have such an ability to connect things.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just saw him gimping down the field.
Yep.
And we've got a timeout. Come on, Frank Reich, get it over with.
Man, Stanford needs to not lose this. I'm just saying.
Oh, you think?
Because between them and Cal, that could be the West Wing of the ACC could really.
There's Andrew Luck in his stupid hat.
Oh no! I just saw it. Man, kudos to him. Good luck with your alma mater, dude. But he wussed out so early. Screw him.
He took a beating in Indianapolis.
So
that is not a good franchise.
They've got issues. Daniel Jones named the
Danny
starter.
Dimes, baby.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson's going to end up a 10-year starter for someone else and end up really good, and they just pulled the plug on him.
He's going to end up in Arizona. Yep. So the field goal is about to be taken.
Let's see.
Still 2 timeouts.
You can't call him back to back. He made it. It's over. Hawaii has down the Cardinal.
Wow. Did you check the end zone there on that last clip?
See some cans out in the wild.
Some gams, I guess you could say. We'll edit that later. Anyways, but okay. So as we make our way out, Jeremy, Hawaii knocks off Stanford. What was the line on that one?
I got to think Stanford was a 2.5-point favorite.
Let's see here. Hawaii, 1.5.
Oh, they covered.
They covered.
Good teams win, great teams cover.
Over-under was 50.5, so
wow.
They didn't get there.
Yeah.
Could have took the under and Hawaii and come out a big winner tonight.
I gotta think that Corey's sitting in his living room punching air right now.
Is that on the Sam Houston?
No, the Hawaii under.
Oh yeah. Oh, Corey Hogue, total minister of never take the under. He taught me that years ago. All right. So hey, golf is on tomorrow, and I was watching it today, and you probably won't be able to watch it tomorrow if my guesstimation of your schedule is correct.
Yeah.
But I am rooting, Jeremy, for Tommy Fleetwood.
God, that he needs a win so bad.
He needs to win. He needs
to make a clutch putt. He needs to just not fall apart.
He's currently tied with Patrick Cantlay at 16 under. Scheffler is at 12 under. Keegan Bradley's at 13. Is Keegan Bradley the one that came back and whooped him in the U.S. Open, or
I think so.
One of those. So I'm rooting for Tommy Fleetwood. I know he's not an American, but man,
he's such a golfer and seems like a good dude. It just doesn't have a clutch bone in his body.
They said he was him-hawing around with the crowd as he walked from hole to hole, and it's got to be some sort of thing.
Focus.
Try to not just spiral.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
focus.
But it's so funny, Jeremy, because I golfed yesterday. And I'm terrible. I have no ambition to think that I would ever even break 100. If I played legitimate golf on my own. And it's just, it's fun to get out and play in scrambles. I played yesterday with Weatherford police officer and campus resource officer for Weatherford High Schools, Justin Bashong. And him and his brothers asked me to play on their team. We had a great time. But, I mean, between shoulder surgeries and hip problems, I mean, I'm kind of at that point where I feel kind of I'm not old enough to get up to I'm 55. I'll be 55 on Thursday. I'm still hitting from the big boy tees, and my drives, Jeremy, go high and nowhere. I mean, and Max Patton's trying to console me a little bit. He's been a good golfing buddy this summer. I am that bad, Max. Now I'll say this: my short game, compared to what it was when I could hit the ball, is 10 times better than it used to be. I like some of the pitches and stuff like that, from outside the green. But in a scramble, I mean, yesterday we were and this happened with Max too. We were taking shots that were way out of bounds, but way downfield, way down the fairway, as opposed to mine that was, I mean, I hit a couple of drives yesterday, Jeremy, that were dead center in the fairway. I don't know if they were 100 yards.
They're getting up in the air?
Some of them got high. Some of them were I had a couple of line drives. They just don't go far. Now, I'll say this: when you start a scramble in Western Oklahoma at 8 a.m, you're not going to get any roll.
No.
That moisture in the ground.
Yeah.
You're going to stop your ball right there. But still, it was so I'm shutting down for at least a month. If Marty and Max want to golf in October at one of the scrambles that come up, I'll be glad to try to jump in. But my regular Romanos Monday, that's done. I came home yesterday and my shoulder felt like it was going to fall off. I mean, it's just, I need to get in physical therapy. But I if somebody out there knows of a good golf instructor that could help me just get 50 to 75 more yards on a drive and keep it in bounds, I would pay you.
Yeah. Just when I was playing, I just at the Westwood, just take a lesson. Get it on video so you can see what you're actually doing.
And I've heard Westwood has a good instructor before.
It cleaned up a lot of just one lesson, and I was able to hit my driver again.
That might be it. But I've got to figure out this shoulder deal. But I want to say it's been a great summer of playing golf. I had a lot of fun in Sayre with Max Patton, and then me and Max at the Clinton Noon Lions scramble with Marty. Had a great time there. So it's a lot of fun. I'm privileged to get to do it. But I mean, I'll say this, and I love Weatherford sports. I love, I'm the voice of Weatherford athletics. When I golf at Prairie West Golf Course, there's a lot of dudes out there that are pretty good, but you know how much money they made on tour last year?
How much?
No more than I did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a case of, there's a guy, and a lot of them are younger guys too, but
it sounds like you need to fall into the YouTube golf instruction rabbit hole.
Buddy, I've been there and I can't translate anything from YouTube onto
it's a couple of Scottish guys, me and my golf. Watch them. They'll get you right.
I'm gonna write that down. Me and my golf.
Yep.
Why not go to the place where it was invented?
Yeah.
Now we did go 5-iron in Yukon a couple of weeks ago with the Mihos. And that was fun. My wife picked up a set of clubs for the first time in her life, and shoot, she had some where she's trying to figure out how to swing and stuff, but there was one she cranked in at 130 yards. I said, well, shoot, that's about what my drivers are.
How high are you teeing that ball up?
Pretty high.
Yeah, you might want to
Lower it.
Yeah, you got a lot of marks on the top of your club face.
No, not really the top, but I do start kind of chopping the top there at the end. So
yeah,
I might try lowering it.
The trick is you got to find you want to go about half a ball above the driver face, and just set that thing off your left heel.
Here's the interesting thing, Jeremy. I can pull out my 3-wood and get just as much distance with it as my driver. So there's something wrong, right? And then if it's a drive, if it's a scramble and we've got 200 yards to get to the green, I mean, I might as well, cheat and tee it back up, because I don't have a club in my deal that could get me,
How many years you been gaming that driver?
What's that?
How old is your driver?
A year. It came with my new set I bought last year.
Okay.
Got for a gift. So, but anyway, so Tommy Fleetwood, I feel your pain. But I'll say this. I mean, like I said, the chipping and putting is fun. And I think I kind of hold my own there. And Max Patton mentioning that Heston Brown set the course record at Sayre with 63. And he played yesterday at Weatherford. I saw him out there. He played on the right media team. So the company where I work didn't want to have me anywhere on their team.
They brought a ringer in.
That's what I asked station owner Heston Wright about, because he had him and my sideline reporter from Weatherford football, Bo Tisdale. And I said, so did you basically spend my whole play-by-play salary on your NIL for golf today? So anyways, but it's fun. I wish if I could just get back to where I could play it without pain. I mean, that's a lot of it. And my shoulder.
Freddie Couples is still playing good golf, and he's.
That's the thing, is like I play with guys who are 10 and 15 years older than me, and they don't try to kill it, and they get more distance than I do. That's what's discouraging. But then I'll play with played with 3 brothers yesterday, the Bashongs. They're all big guys, and they're just killing it. And it's like, I don't know. But I guess that's the great thing about, Western Oklahoma golf is just get out. And I had a great time. I'm not,
as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
I've got to shut it down for at least a month and I'm probably going to try to get into some rehab somewhere.
Get your resistance band and just do pull-aparts.
That's probably the kicker right there. And I think I might have one here in the studio.
Just sit there, and when you're not doing anything, just pull that thing apart.
So anyways, I'm going to be rooting for Tommy Fleetwood tomorrow. There is, I hate the fact that tennis takes up half of my score scroll.
Who cares about that?
Yeah. Right. So tomorrow, Jeremy, week 0 is now concluded. Tomorrow, there's no preseason games either.
Really?
That I'm seeing.
Last Sunday without football
but the let's see, baseball, the Cardinals and the Rays. Texas really put it on Cleveland today, 10-0.
Cubs are up 10-0 right now.
Yeah. And I mean, Houston etches out one against Baltimore 9-8. I mean, baseball is going to be interesting coming down the stretch, right?
Really is, except the NL Central, because the Brewers just kind of ran away and hid.
But the Cubs are in the wild card.
Yeah, they've got a 5-game lead for the first wild card spot.
Mets are 69-60, and what was their payroll?
Oh, a lot.
Not counting the Bobby Bonilla money.
Oh my gosh, they're paying somebody else too. I can't think of who it is, but they had someone else on a contract like that.
Yeah. Phillies are 75-54, Dodgers 73-56. Milwaukee, man, just running away with the National League. And then, like I said, that game today, the Rangers are 5 games out of the wild card. And we know that if they could just muster offense, that's got to be the total kicker for them. Yeah, I know they got a big hit by Jock Peterson today.
It's sad. You look at the teams right in front of them in the wild card race. Kansas City and Cleveland have a negative differential.
Mm-hmm.
and the Rangers are at plus 58. So they're not giving up runs. They're just not scoring. They're just
Yeah.
scoring just barely enough to stay above it.
Jack Leiter with the win today, and it looks like tomorrow the Strangers will start. Merrill Kelly, that's the guy they picked up from the Diamondbacks at the trade deadline. So, I don't know. They, if they could take this series against Cleveland, that's got to be good momentum going into September, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. Man, just think where that club was a couple years ago, and
yeah, winning the World Series or
yeah,
that?
Yeah, and then now it's struggling to make a wild card.
Yeah, and that's the game right now. I mean, we're going to see that, and they're going to be put on. They're going to be put on notice to see if they can, pony up some cash again for some bats, I guess. Marty Wandry knows. Jeremy, are you going Saturday? Sorry if you already said. Are you going to the Illinois State debacle next Saturday?
I don't know. I want to go. I don't know if I'm going or not.
Is that a night game?
It's a 5:00 kick.
So if you do, are we on the air? Or are we off the air?
Let's see. Should be home probably 9-ish.
Okay.
May have to do some remote action from the phone as soon as I get on the other side of Campus Corner.
Okay. I can go live and just waste time too.
But I don't know if I'm going or not because wife scheduled my daughter's birthday party for that day for some reason.
Her birthday was yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Tell her I still.
Let her know she got her. I got her a new case for her guitar and a Jerry Cantrell Crybaby wah pedal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the one she wanted, was the Jerry Cantrell model. I'm like, yeah.
Well, tell her I still cherish this. Still cherish that from young Miss Schroeder. And I cut I went on YouTube, Jeremy, and I cut our interview when we interviewed Barry Trammell a year ago. Remember, he was late and we talked for I think 45 minutes before he came on. So I went back on YouTube and I cut out our part because whatever we were talking about then doesn't matter. But
probably Seinfeld or something.
Yeah, something like that. But I wanted to be able to get to the Trammell part quickly. And so it's on there. I'll share it again on our YouTube. I think I shared it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
So it's on our YouTube page. But when I did that, I had cut a short out from Barry talking about something from the 70s, I think. And when you cut a video, when you clip a video like that, YouTube gets rid of your short. So now I got to go back and do a short from that video. And so I know it's a year old, but it was a great interview. And
yeah, it was,
and then also the Steely interview, which Mike Steely had a birthday last week. And, so that's kind of my contentions. I like interviewing people that, I hate to say, I mean, like with, Andrew Rice, we kind of did it. It almost sounded like This Is Your Life,
right?
Just going over all his stops and this and that, So, but Barry was a great interview. I love the fact that he said he remembered Leon and Pat and them keeping him up to date on your baseball career. That was great stuff. And man, just all the Steely. And then also, I mean, this is just an enticement for people that want to tune in to check out some of the interviews we have done. Bob Kemp from the old One-on-One Sports, that was a fun interview. And then also Bill Connolly. And honestly, the Bill Connolly video has gotten us 10 times more views than any other content we have on our YouTube channel.
Awesome. That's so cool. We're going to have the rotund fellow from the station in Oklahoma City on anytime soon.
I don't know if he'd come on here with me.
Wouldn't.
I think I've called him thin-skinned too much for him.
He is a bit thin-skinned.
Yes, he is. And I'll give the guy his due. He has been a radio legend in the Oklahoma City metro area, but that shtick is old.
God knows why.
Yeah, I mean, that shtick is old. I mean,
because
he's been an anti-Thunder guy for years.
I know.
denying that he is, but he is.
Oh, he
And then
is.
they win it all. So
100%.
what are you going to say now? But
Well, for years Barry was an anti-Oklahoma guy. He didn't like OU, and then you look in the program and list of donors.
oh, I know what I was going to say. And a year ago when we interviewed Barry Trammell, he was going through all that, problems with that online outlet, and
Fell
I
out.
think he had to file bankruptcy.
Yeah, this sucks.
And the loan that they took from Toby Keith and Bob Stoops really broke them.
Yeah.
And I'll just say this: the Marty McGee episode, that the 2 episodes I watched today, he interviewed Mark Stoops, and they were talking about the dynamic of their family. And he was talking about, he threw out there, and they had pictures of the group. They had a Stoops family vacation at Bob's house in the Florida Gulf.
Uh-huh.
Or I guess Gulf. I don't know. Where's Gainesville? Is it on the Atlantic side?
I think so.
But he's got a beach house down in Florida. 53 Stoopses in total at the family vacation. Mike and his family, Mark and his family, Ron and Bob. And I just thought, you have a place in Florida that will house 53 people.
Uh-huh.
You won one freaking natty. Kiss my ass, Bob. Tired of you.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I had to call it what it is. Like, so much money off of this state.
I know. He was a really good coach for a really long time. It was tough to win natties then, man. Who was that guy? Oh, yeah, Nick Saban.
When did he go against Saban other than in the Sugar Bowl?
I mean,
that was Lincoln that went against him in the
Saban was the one who was winning all the natties.
Not when Bob was big game Bob. It was Urban.
Urban only won 2.
But Urban beat Bob head to head. Saban won the LSU, but I mean that why OU didn't, I don't know. I think Barry formulated that Baylor gave the season away on that 2003 OU team.
You think?
Yeah, they sacked. OU won by 30, but they sacked Jason White 7 times.
Yeah.
There's the game plan.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't move.
Yeah.
And
would OKC, huh?
Busso wants to know if OKC would support arena football.
No.
Tried twice.
Yeah.
Didn't take off either time. Yard Dogs.
Yard Dogs were a fun thing too, and nobody went. I didn't go.
Do you remember the Oklahoma Wranglers?
That before the Yard Dogs?
That was the Arena 1 team that we had. That was our first foray into Major League Sports, was the Oklahoma Wranglers.
Well, okay.
Quarterbacked by one Justin Fuente, if I believe.
I do remember that. Yeah. Because wasn't Jarrell Jackson on that team too?
Yes.
Yeah. So also Jarrell Jackson, Corey Hogue pointing out on Twitter that Jarrell Jackson is really kind of building a program at Texas College.
Yeah. Very unconventionally as well.
I don't know if they're D3 or NAIA, but Corey covers them.
I think they're NAIA. There's so many dang schools down there in Texas that aren't FBS. It is insane.
So Corey Hogue shares a video of the Texas College offensive lineman pushing Ford F-150s up a hill.
They don't have a sled, so they're pushing trucks. Whatever works, man.
By any means necessary.
Yeah.
But no, they will not support arena football because they didn't support minor league soccer.
Nope.
They didn't support AAA hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And they maybe with new arena. I don't think the arena will matter. I don't think you could turn on the lights for an arena football team.
They played in a brand new arena when they had it here first, when they played them in the Ford Center.
Did they?
I think so.
I went to a Yard Dogs game and it was in the Myriad.
Okay.
But that was in 06, I think. 06 or 07.
What year
we played a dodgeball game against the Firemen that year and beat them. So anyways, but no, I mean, the Barons were AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Marty Wandry. I was a Yard Dogs season ticket holder from day one till the end. Good for you, Bubby.
So 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we went there one time. They gave us tickets because we were police versus the fire there at halftime in dodgeball. And I thought to myself, man, this is kind of fun. Why don't we come down here more often? And then, it's summertime, and we had whitewater passes and Frontier City passes, and
who wants to fight downtown if you don't have to?
10 and 11-year-old that would rather be in the water than sitting in the stands. So, but yeah, kudos to Marty Wandry for supporting the Yard Dogs. But Barons were AAA. Really, the Blue. How many are they pulling in?
I don't think many, but I don't think that matters.
It doesn't.
No, but like fully subsidized.
But like, so are the Comets subsidized by the Dodgers completely?
One would think they would have to be.
Because I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even.
They've kept the team in that new stadium since '98. So kudos to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Minor league baseball is always going to be a thing in Oklahoma City.
I hope so. I need to go. I ran into our friend of the program, Kenny McGuire, from Kenny McGuire Insurance here in T-Town. Him and his dad were in that scramble yesterday. And what does his dad have on his cap?
Comets,
just like the one you have. It was sweet.
Nice.
All right, so let's start making our way out of here. Jeremy, next week is week 1 of college football, and the Sooners will take on Illinois State. The Cardinals will roll in. Will Hersey Hawkins be there supporting Illinois State?
I don't think so.
Come on.
Is he
and then UT Martin rolls into Stillwater. So next Friday, we'll probably have to do some heavy-duty previews of the state openers. And I forget who Tulsa has.
Oh, they have their fodder for some bigger program, I think.
Oh.
Let's see. They're in the American, right?
Yeah, they're in the American. So let me see here.
I've got it pulled up right here. Where is it?
They're hosting Abilene Christian.
Oh, never mind.
And then they travel to Las Cruces to take on New Mexico State September 6th.
Yeah, they could start 2-0.
So, anyways, I'll be starting high school football for Weatherford by that time. But Abilene Christian rolling into what is it, Reynolds Stadium in Tulsa? Used to be Skelly Stadium.
Is it Reynolds now?
I think so. Or maybe Reynolds is the basketball arena.
I don't know.
Kirk Francis and the Golden Hurricane, the old Metro Christian star, and then Trey Lamb in his first season. We'll see how Tulsa does that. But we'll have previews for you next week on the Weekend Big Show. Jeremy, let's start making our way out of here. But
all right,
man, not a bad day for a fix in college football.
No, it was nice. It was nice. Still at H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Chapman. Okay.
Skelly Field at H.A. Chapman Stadium.
All right. Well, that works. All right. He's Jeremy Schroeder, ruler of the airways. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog. We went real long tonight, but we sure appreciate you sticking around and interacting with us. Marty Wandry pointing out that OSU's Thursday, so we'll do a recap of that on the Weekend Big Show next Friday. So that'll be nice to have to.
And Dallas plays the Eagles on Thursday.
Yeah, they're a Thursday night opener, aren't they?
Yep.
And that's starting next week.
Yeah, Thursday night. Chiefs are playing in Rio de Janeiro Friday night.
Chefs go to Brazil.
That's
All
right.
He's Jeremy Schroeder, ruler of the airways. I'm Chuck Ramsey, the Law Dog. Follow us on social media at Law Dog Sports. Twitter, X, Instagram, and Facebook. And also, please, please, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Law Dog Sports. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive. And sure don't drink and drive. And we'll talk to you real soon.